Welcome to the Surly Horns podcast. This is season 2, episode 16, and I am hammered. I'm also in Key West.
Yes, you are.
I'm sitting in my hotel room, Indian style, on my bed, so that we can do this. We're live. RGB3, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I would say I'm doing great, but compared to you and your tier 1 fun, your type 1 fun.
Type 1 fun. This is definitely type 1 fun.
Type 1 fun. Yeah, it looks like it in a thread I didn't even know was going on until this morning. And first of all, I can't believe you brought your microphone to record. So kudos to you. Forward thinking.
I was planning on maybe recording in a bar because you can record in pretty loud spaces with these microphones that we bought. As long as you're pretty close to it, it doesn't get the rest of the bar noise. There's too much live music here. I cannot. Yeah, I can do bar chatter because it'll filter the bar chatter out. It will not filter just blasting live music out of the mic.
People would probably think you're some kind of like random DJ with like, hey, why did this guy in the bar bring his laptop and a microphone? And but you're an Instagram model.
If I was real smart, I would have taken my backpack and plugged the microphone in and had a long enough like USB cable to just like put the microphone in people's places or in faces and just like interviewed a bunch of random people in Key West. that would have been the whole podcast today. But I'm fucking not smart, and so didn't think of that ahead of time.
Just some like live on the street, like yeah, just interviewing people. Like, hey, what do you think about the Surly Horns podcast? Who? Get away from me! What did somebody call you on the thread? They called you knockoff Hagrid. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
That one hit.
It did. I am very bummed out that I cannot find a place to get braids. I've been trying to get braids for 2 fucking days. It's not like Cancun. There are no women on the beach just trying to braid your hair here. All the braiders are closed. They're just like they're not doing braids right now.
That's what you should have been asking people, like running around with your microphone. Hey, can you braid my hair? Hey, can you braid my hair? Just
hey, do you have mushrooms? Do you have mushrooms?
That's probably how it ends up.
I was trying to find mushrooms last night. It was pretty difficult. I guess this is a pretty remote place, and you can't just grow mushrooms on the island here.
I mean, it's Florida, right? It's got to be at least kind of swampy. You would think there would be something growing.
Apparently, you can get crystal meth pretty easily.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, cocaine a little bit harder to come by than you would think here. You can get meth a lot easier than you can get cocaine in Key West. Fun facts. I did not smoke meth last night. I would have stayed up until the sunrise.
Yeah, I was about to say, you didn't make it all the way through the night. Yeah, we would have known.
No, I didn't, because I'm a little bitch. You would have
off your microphone. Yeah.
All right, but we do have stuff to talk about. So the NFL draft is happening tomorrow.
Yes. Super exciting stuff. I watch it every single year.
I've been watching some of this stuff on ESPN with the mock drafts and, reading a little bit of Pro Football Focus and, that's the NBC affiliate.
It's kind of crazy. Like,
there's not going to be very many Longhorns in the first round. I don't think there may be Sam Cosmi.
Yeah, maybe Osai. We'll see. Somebody.
I don't think so. I think they're saying he's slipping down into the second or third round now.
Yeah, my guess is both go in the second. So I don't expect to be.
Sam Cosmi, I think, is good enough to go first. He's first round tour.
He should be. I mean, people were talking about him like a top 10 talent coming in to the year. So I don't know.
He's the number 2, I think, offensive lineman in the class.
3.
So I think.
3. Yeah, it's Sewell from Oregon. Then there's Slater from Northwestern, who went to my former high school alma mater, Clements High School. Shout out. And then there's then it's Cosme after that. So you'd think everybody's always desperate for offensive linemen. Dude's athletic. He scored a touchdown last year. Like, just pick him, put him at tackle. Just forget about it. I think he's a lot better than Connor Williams. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
I think it'll be interesting. There may be 1-2 tops Longhorn names called tomorrow.
Sam Ehlinger.
Sam Ehlinger is not getting drafted tomorrow, dude. There's no fucking way.
He might not get drafted. Period.
Dude, I don't know that he's getting. Yeah, I don't know that he's getting drafted.
He'll get
tomorrow.
back on somewhere.
It would. I mean, if he goes tomorrow, I wouldn't be disappointed. I wouldn't be like that team's stupid. Whoever chooses him, if they do in the first round, that'd be super cool. I just don't. I don't see that.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely not the first round. I think Sam's going to end up in that 4 to 7 day. I think somebody's going to get a good quality career backup for a 5th round pick, and I think everybody's happy with that. If you can have, Aaron Murray's career, or hell, even Colt McCoy. I mean, Colt went in the 3rd.
Yeah, if you could just model Colt McCoy's career without the injuries,
just make millions. Just
buy all the Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
buy all the Dunkin' Donuts.
just get beat up from time to time because you're playing behind the Giants' offensive line, and just run for your life half the time. But be serviceable enough to if your starter goes out, you win half of your games.
So talking about getting beat up, Mortal Kombat.
Yes, we have to talk about it. What a shit movie, but I loved it.
Tons of spoilers. Not that you care, listeners.
Fast forward for the next
right now. Right now, spoilers happening. Didn't agree with the introduction of this new character that has never been a part of Mortal Kombat. I thought the storyline behind him was super lame. Super lame.
Stupid. And his power was fucking stupid. That's what pissed me off. Like, okay. You can sell me on, hey, look, this guy is Scorpion's fucking great grandchild or whatever, and he has Scorpion powers. It's like, okay, well, that's kind of cool.
Get over here.
Like this new guy, and he's gonna be Scorpion, like reincarnated. He got a jacket. He got a
All they got was a thing that was like, his superpower was, when you beat the shit out of me, I can punch you one time real hard.
Yeah, and it was like, hey, beat me up more.
And then I didn't understand like the stick on one arm and the blade on the other, and it was like, this is lazy.
Yeah, it was.
This is lazy.
My favorite thing is his superpower is literally plot armor. It was his superpower.
So really cool fatalities in the movie. We have to talk about really cool fatalities.
The Kung Lao. So, the Kung Lao spinning hat.
Top, and the flawless victory after he picks up the fucking hat, soaked with blood, and then flawless victory.
He was the second coolest character in the entire movie besides Kano, and they killed him.
Yeah, it sucked his soul. But that was part of the lore. That's the original lore. He always gets his soul sucked out in the first one.
Sucked. Which usually that just happens on the Sugar Baby thread. People getting their soul sucked. So
second coolest fatality for me, Jax.
Mm-hmm.
Like once Jax smashes that dude's fucking head and just explodes everywhere, that was a good fatality.
I enjoyed pretty much the entire movie for what it was. My biggest problem was, and I posted in the thread about Mortal Kombat, was they tried to fit too much in while adding too much bullshit in with it. So the first 7 minutes are the best part of the movie. The starting with the Sub-Zero.
I don't know about the first 7 minutes. There's like the first 4 minutes are a waste of time. I don't care about the kid. I don't care about the wife. Yeah. I don't care about the kid rubbing the baby's head.
But it's
none of that.
Setting it up like to be pretty fucking cool. Like
it doesn't matter. I would have known that was that guy's kid and wife without having seen all that shit.
Yeah,
just waste of fucking time.
Yeah,
waste of film.
But so was like basically the main character's entire plot line just a waste of film. So it's like, so I think
Kano is like my spirit animal. He's my spirit animal.
Pass me a fucking egg roll. Incredible. Yeah. I got laser eyes. Yeah, you got fireballs, you fucking pussy. That was great. I was audibly laughing in my media room by myself, just cracking up. He had some great one-liners.
I love how he unlocked his power too. He just like was fucking raging at the table, talking mad shit, and then just fired a laser out of his eye.
So like they're like, I always see people online. They're like, oh man, they killed off so and so, and they killed off so and so. Like, you obviously have not played Mortal Kombat. There's never been a character death that has lasted ever. It's always been. Yeah. He gets brought back. There's time, like the last one I just played, is time travel in it, so everybody's back. Like,
I did think it was kind of bullshit that they let this fucking new guy, Cole. His name is Cole. Goro is like
the
class
dude.
S.
He won.
He's
He
like
won
class
9.
S character, sub boss. He's like the guy that you fight before main boss in all the Mortal Kombats.
But in like real Mortal Kombat lore, and even in the lore
In the
of the
movies,
movies,
he rips people in half and shit.
he's won the last 9 tournaments. So he is the best of the best of the best. 9 tournaments in a row, but he gets jobbed by this Cole Young bitch.
Out
You
of
kidding me?
nowhere, like for no, like it's just trash. It's no good.
Some random MMA guy beat the fuck out of Cole Young or whatever the hell his name was. Some random dude made that bitch tap. He made him fucking
And then all of a
tap.
sudden,
And
he's around
beating
his family
Goro.
and gets this weird armor that lets him get. I didn't understand it. He gets beat up and then he just
I
like
don't either.
punches and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you this though, they're definitely making a sequel. They set it up with the Johnny Cage, who's my favorite character ever. So I'm definitely there day one, night one. I don't care.
I think
give
it's
it
a
like
3
6.5.
movie deal. I think with the whole
Yeah.
like the director. I don't know what the actor signed, but I know the director signed a 3 movie deal.
Sub-Zero signed for 5, I think. So who was also awesome.
He was actually
He
the
was
best
awesome.
actor in the whole
He was
movie.
the best.
Like, despite his, like, whatever you
Yep.
think about the character and whatever the character was doing, whatever. He was
terrifying.
actually really good at being Sub-Zero. I thought the Scorpion guy also really good at being Scorpion.
He was in it for like 8 minutes though. Like he just wasn't in it.
Yeah,
So
I thought it was kind of lame that they like he revived the dude's wife and child and whatever. That's pretty lame.
It was just cut that whole line and just like have Johnny Cage be the character that introduces things. And I don't know. I think the next one will be better because it has to be about the actual tournament. There's no way they can just have a whole movie about setting up a tournament and then not have a tournament.
More fights. Let's talk about what I'm doing in Key West.
Besides trying to find mushrooms.
Yeah. Hey, everybody has a lead on mushrooms. So somebody was like this guy that came up to me in the bar. I've been talking to a lot of people, and I don't know who the fuck this guy is. And I thought it may have been Bear Schlong, but he was real short. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I met you. You're the internet Instagram model." And I was like, "Oh, okay. I don't know where I talked to you."
But I know I talked to you because nobody else would walk up to you and call you an Instagram model. So.
I do have a pretty bitchin' ass shirt on right now, but nobody would call me an Instagram model. This is just life right now. It's great. I've been here since 11 a.m. Central yesterday, and it has been.
Have you blown your entire stack yet?
No.
How much is left in the fund?
I haven't done the math. There was 1365 this morning out of 2 grand.
Oh yeah, you're good.
And then today, most of that was spent.
The nap helps. The nap helps a lot in that fund.
I don't know about the spending money part, but we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll just invite if sugar babies. Maybe I'll just like find someone and be like, "Hey, look, I have to blow the rest of this money. If you just wear a bikini all day tomorrow, I'll pay for your lunch and
just follow you
around.
around.
I'll just pay for your drinks and your lunch, and you have to let me take pictures of you and stuff." I don't know. May work.
Yeah, hey, whatever. It's your 2-day degenerate trip. Just go hog
wild. I can look, but I can't touch, and that's what I'll start with. I'll just be like, "Hey, you can show me your, but I can't.
So I did Key West a year or 2 ago. Buddy who's having his bachelor party there. Probably the best trip I've ever been on.
This is a really good bachelor party trip.
Oh my god, yeah. So we flew out of Houston, flew to Miami, went to Club 11 in Miami for a night. That place, if you have not been there, that's an experience that I've never experienced before. Club 11 in Miami.
I'm not going to go to Miami.
Google it. Oh,
I'm not going to Miami. But anyway, I didn't drive. I just flew straight in.
No, we flew in there and then went to Club 11, spent a night, and then drove down to Key West.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, and then everybody convinced me that I just needed to be full on fucking degenerate and just skip the driving part because You need to get
You don't
you
need a
need to
car.
get drunk as soon as possible.
Well, I mean, that's what the airport's for. But my two favorite kinds of drinking in the world are airport drinking and airplane drinking. So
Hell, with COVID,
I
it's
like
hard.
to have
You
a
can
nice
only
little
drink in
buzz from
first
a bed
class right
dinner.
now, unless you're that guy that shotguns beers on planes. Did you see that video?
Which absolutely could be us. Yeah, I think we're at this point we're known for shotgunning beers at will. So yeah, I'm yeah, definitely used to shotgunning. So my favorite. I hope Southwest Airlines isn't listening to this right now, but my favorite move on an airplane is if you start a tab with your steward or stewardess. And you give them like $10, or just don't pay them at all and just start a tab. They will give you drinks the entire time, and they're just never going to collect on your tab. They will absolutely never. They forget, or they just don't care because it's not their, whiskey that they're bringing you. So we drank a plane out of vodka and whiskey going from Houston to Vegas in 4 hours for another bachelor party, and all of us opened tabs and we just walked off the plane. So right there, that's worth the price of the flight. So start a tab. Once I guess they reintroduce alcohol. I guess they don't do alcohol anymore on planes, which is bullshit.
You know what's crazy is I have not run into. I've been asking everybody because I'm a very forward and aggressive personality, so I don't mind asking people questions. Everybody I've run into down here, I've been like, "Are you vaccinated?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're like fully vaccinated plus like 3 or 4 weeks." Everyone that's down here is fully vaccinated. Man. So all you motherfuckers listening, if you're not vaccinated,
no excuse.
Get fucking vaccinated. Come to Key West. Yep. Get vaccinated. Come to Key West.
Hey, I got my second shot Friday. It put me out. So we did the Discord of the spring game, and like right after it finished, I felt like ass. And then literally 24 hours after that, all I did, I just drank through it. I just made myself a big ass drink, and I popped 3 ibuprofen, and I was good to go. But get your shots so we can go to Key West. Let's do a Sterling Horns trip to Key West. No, there's nothing.
Well, Bear Schlong's down here, but he's not shown up. I haven't seen him. Haven't heard from him. He appeared in one of the threads. Has disappeared. He's here with his family though, so I don't know. What's going on.
That's probably it. He knows. He took one look at what you're doing in the thread and said, "Nope, this is not for me. I'm not getting involved in this."
But talking about the spring
my
game.
Deal when I was in Key West.
Talking about the spring game.
Well, wait, before that. So I have an important question for you. So when I was in Key West, the deal was that I made this bet for myself and nobody but myself. I know you said key lime pie is your favorite dessert, is also my favorite dessert. And I had to try a key lime pie from every single place that served key lime pie in the Keys. So what's the best one you've had so far? Because I had 18 slices of key lime pie in a 3-day span.
I've only had 3.
Oh, and lightweight. Those are rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers up.
Yeah, I've been drinking too much. The best one that I've had so far has been Blue Heaven, but I haven't had Kermit's or Kremitz or Kremitz or whatever, or Key Lime Pie Company. They're a big one here.
Yep, both of them. Those were my top 2. Kermit's for me was my favorite. I believe.
I've heard really good things about that. So I think tomorrow maybe my key lime pie day.
Just get a little diabetes.
I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, fuck, dude. I'm going to record this. I'm going to finish this and immediately walk out of this room and continue drinking.
I'm holding you back right now. Yeah, so let's get to the spring game.
Let's talk about the spring game because it was really fun at first, and then it got less fun. And then it stayed. Yeah, it stayed not great.
It went from type 1 fun to like type 3 fun. Yeah. I mean, the quarterbacks looked shitty in the first half.
Both of them looked pretty bad in the first half.
Card looked great in the second half, though. So, I mean, at this point, that easily the best throw of the day was the touchdown pass Card.
That was a fucking laser. That was a laser.
Laser. That was Kano's eye, laser. Yeah, and then Bijan Robinson, he doesn't need to practice anymore. He doesn't need to play anymore. He's good. Just wrap him in bubble wrap. Tell him just like, hey, don't leave your room or the gym, and just do that in a regular season.
It was kind of strange. Bijan had obviously an incredible spring game. I don't know that if it wasn't a spread, I think if that would have been a regular game, I think that's just what we're going to see production wise out of
Yeah.
Bijan. I mean, it's he's a special player.
Add 15 carries to that and another 5 catches, and
I mean, everybody was melting down
200
whenever he like limped off on that last thing or his ankle, and he was like, "Hey, they like pulled on my foot." Felt weird, but he's like, "I was fine."
He's just not human, and I love it. And he seems like an awesome kid too. He looks like a guy that you actually like want to root for. So super excited about that. But yeah, in my opinion, I think the quarterback battle at this point is kind of over. I think Hudson Card. He looked so much better than Casey Thompson.
For me, I agree. I've read some of the 995er shit that's coming out, and they're like, "No, quarterback battle still not decided." It's like, nah, it's like super fucking decided. It is over. Hudson Card is going to be starting, and him and his little baby hands are going to, they're going to be the ones carrying the team. And, they'll rotate in Casey Thompson, I think, in strategic situations or like when they want a little bit of a different look or something, or when they're up 45-0.
I think Casey Thompson's gone.
You think he transfers?
I think Hudson Card. I think he transfers. I think it's going to get to the point where like he realizes, okay, Hudson.
How stupid is JQJ right now, though? Like, how dumb is that guy?
I know.
How dumb is that guy?
But
like, you think he just like thought he wasn't as good as Hudson Card? Because like everybody's on equal playing. That they all started from zero with Sark and his.
He should have waited it out. I think he fit a little bit more into the Tom Herman scheme than even Hudson Card and Casey Thompson fit better into the Sark scheme. So I actually like Jaquindy Jackson. Like Sark could turn anybody into a first round pick, but I think it might not have been the worst thing for him to transfer. It still sucks. I was super high on Jaquindy Jackson.
It's 5-star.
He was a
huge
monster.
Huge guy.
Yeah.
Huge recruiting get. Kind of a bummer to see him go. Yeah. But okay,
especially Duncan.
Other flashes that we saw that we didn't think that we were going to see. Jet Bush. We saw tackles out of that guy. I didn't even know that he was on the team, to be honest. So
he's one of the fourth quarter guys. It's like, who the hell are you? But Moro Ojomo, man, he had like 3 or 4
sacks, I think. Yeah, 4 sacks
everywhere.
And I think he had 6 tackles for loss. He was rushing in off the edge, right? So he was playing defensive end, not defensive tackle, and he was the most disruptive player on defense. Period. The whole off of both teams.
Yeah, it was wild to see, and I think he's still like 15 years old. So I think when he enrolled, he was like 17 years old. So I think he's 19 years old, and he looked like a stud. Good. He looked, between him and Coburn and Collins, that defense.
Yeah, well, we didn't see Alfred Collins, right? So Alfred Collins was hurt or something, or nope. I don't know. He just didn't play.
Yeah, I think so.
But Coburn, really surprised that didn't see much or hear much.
Yeah, kind of quiet. Yeah, it was kind of weird too. And for those that didn't join the Discord, that Immamac and myself did, we had a great time, and thank you for those that did come on and contribute. We're going to do that a lot, especially on the away games. We'll do a couple live. I'm sure we'll do some at some bars. We'll do some I know we're going to do one at Pinkerton's, at least one at Pinkerton's in San Antonio. So yeah, be on the lookout for those. It was a lot of fun. You get to listen to us instead of fucking Lowell Galindo. So that's automatic.
Dude, I couldn't wait to mute the. It was funny though because we had to. There were some times where they were interviewing like Sark or some of the former players and stuff like that, where I would unmute it and listen to let the broadcast be itself. And
they suck.
They're it's real bad. I don't know how much it had to do with Longhorn Network, but I think watching games on TV is pretty shit. So hopefully we make it a lot more fun and people start to enjoy watching, not just if the Longhorns win and watching good football, but even if like weird shit happens and Longhorns don't win, I hope it's just a better experience for everybody just coming in and watching the game casts that way.
Yeah, we try to make it fun. We say fuck a lot, But other than that,
Kick our
we
thing.
try to make it fun. We'll shotgun beers. Yeah, we'll shotgun beers. Yeah, Immamac couldn't shotgun beers with me because he's being a responsible adult. But I shotgun 2 or 3, so make up for it.
Yeah. So
But yeah,
if you could use 10 or less words to describe how you feel after the spring game, what would those 10 or so words be?
I'm going to give you 4. Show me a loss. I shouldn't be so cocky. They looked okay. I think so. The biggest thing for me watching it was how good the defense looked. I thought the defense looked really solid, especially even in vanilla
scheming,
defenses.
right? They just ran a 4-4-3 all
vanilla.
day.
All day, and it was fine. And that's I think all we kind of really needed to see. The defense looked athletic, and the biggest thing with this team, I'm not worried about the offense. Sark will figure that out. I have such full confidence in Sark and his ability as a play caller. We saw some vanilla shit. Think about this: Kyle Flood was calling those plays. I mean, it was Kyle Flood and Jeff Choate, I think, was the other head coach of the other team. And it's like, okay, like this, we got to talk about the stupid 2-point play.
Throw your shit over your head thing. That was dumb.
And now everybody's trying to meme it. And it's like, come on, it was a joke. Like it was just a fun play. Like, come on. Like Sark was literally in the backfield. He was not calling that play. Like, you think we're gonna run that against Oklahoma? I don't think so. Like, anyway, for me, I'm not worried about the offense. You give me Sark calling plays. You give.
I don't know. I'm pretty worried about that wide receiver core. It seems like there's only like 2 people that can catch footballs, which seems to be a fundamental principle of playing wide receiver.
Yeah, I think Whittington looked great. That was the best Whittington's looked.
Yeah. Well, he just got to stay healthy. He just has to stay healthy.
Yep, and we didn't see Jake Smith. Troy O'Meara only got
one catch, and he was targeted 3 times.
Though. Yep, Josh Moore.
Josh Moore. He's the same.
He had to catch that touchdown from Casey Thompson. He had that.
I don't think he's improved since the last time we've seen him. So we'll see what happens. No. But hopefully he improves going into next season. But Josh Moore's just Josh Moore, though. You know.
Yep. And there could be a transfer. We're not going to say anything, but yeah, there could be a transfer. So, but yeah, we'll see what the wide receiver core looks like. I thought the offensive line looked solid. Christian Jones looked really good. Jake Majors looked really good.
Jake Majors looked really good.
He's going to be. I mean, he's going to be a captain. Yeah. Like he's just you plug him in at center and forget about it. And I mean, you got to think we're getting Kerstetter back at some point. You know, I thought the offensive line, they looked better than
especially run blocking. Run blocking, I think, is and I think the run game is going to be such a huge component of the offense. Yeah, it's going to be more than half of the offense this next season. With a first year starting quarterback, there's no way. Neither Casey Thompson or Hudson Card are even if they get the nod for like full time starter. Neither of those guys is like Heisman level. Ready to just go and execute there. Bijan has a real shot at Heisman level shit this season.
Basically anything that he wants to do, because he might not be human.
Freak.
There's a real chance that he could be. He's a Mortal Kombat character that doesn't realize he's going to get his superpower, which is like, what the hell do they call it? I don't even remember what they called it.
He still broke ankles when he was tripping.
That was insane. I thought, okay, well, that's a 2-yard gain. Nope, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, because he just somehow sidestepped his way back into balance into the end zone.
That was wild.
What a good player. I mean, it's crazy.
He can do that, and we get to enjoy 2 more years of him. So just use him as much as we can.
Cross your fingers, man. I mean, the NFL, hopefully they don't lower the draft age requirement.
Yeah, raise it, please. you have to graduate from college.
It's funny. Oh
yeah, but so moving past the spring game, we got to talk a little bit about something a little more disappointing. The volleyball, our ladies, they lost in the championship.
Started off looking real strong, and then
I was cocky. I was getting really cocky,
and then
just
turns out whenever Kentucky stops committing errors, they're a really damn good volleyball team. There's that. Yeah,
Yep.
they're good. They're good at that sport.
They're athletic for sure, and you got to give kudos. I mean, they had a great
two
run.
two former NBA players' daughters
Oh
on
shit! I
Kentucky's
didn't
team.
realize that.
They were both starters. Yeah, and one was a senior, one was like a freshman, and the freshman's better than the senior. It was, I mean,
Oh god.
they just got out freak athletes. Athleted is what I think.
But I'll tell you what,
Good run though. Good
I
run.
learned something new about myself. I learned something new about myself. I enjoyed watching that. That was fun. Like I didn't realize how much fun volleyball was. That was cool, like the back and forth. And I tell you what, it was hard for me to keep up. Like I didn't know sometimes who scored until the referee or the umpire or whatever the hell they call it, like pointed one way because they all like celebrates. Like
They all do
they start
the huddle thing after every.
and then they all huddle up.
Yeah.
That was like the most annoying thing I've ever seen. Like, oh yeah, and I'm like, okay, we scored, and it's like, wait, no, they're pointing that way. Like, fuck. But why are we clapping and huddling right now? That doesn't seem right.
I don't know. It was a good time. The whole thing was a great time.
Well,
I hope that young team gonna return every single starter, gonna lose very little talent going into the next season. And so I think they're going to make a run. I think they're going to make a run next season and win the national championship.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are going to pay attention. I think that's going to be something pretty cool. Is people are going to be looking at. I'm going to pay attention to it. We might start having segments and talking about them. It's just cool to see any sport at Texas do well because we haven't had a lot of that, at least in the major three. So it's nice to see something that we can, readily watch on ESPN that we can all follow and kind of get behind and, learn to love. Because, yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed volleyball. I had no idea. I thought I just liked the shorts. Turns out I like the game.
So keeping on the women's athletics theme, I don't even remember this lady's name. She quit Baylor or got hired at LSU. I don't know how this whole thing went down.
Oh, yeah. Mulkey.
I don't know what the fuck her name is, but
I can't keep up with Kim Mulkey. I think that's it.
Fuck
Baylor.
That was
crazy.
That's all I wanted to say. Fuck Baylor.
Yeah, that was great. And she did you see her opening press conference? The first thing she did was go all Karen, and she said, I think it was like "fuck this mask" or something like that, and she snatched it and threw it off her face in her introductory press conference, like "screw the mask."
Isn't she from Louisiana? Isn't she like Louisiana, like through and through?
Yeah, I think so. I think she's like LSU through and through.
Good for that lady. Moving on.
Yeah,
Texas baseball. Wow. And so we just keep saying this every time we mention it on the baseball segment. It's just wow.
Still rolling. Name of the game. Just got to keep rolling. I'm just ready at this point. Like, let's see some playoff baseball. Let's see what we're getting into.
I'm ready for postseason at this point because it's going to be like they have a real chance. They have a real chance at going very deep in the postseason this year.
Yep, just get there healthy. You got Ty Madden on the bump. I mean, bats swinging. Let's see what happens. I mean, we're pretty damn good. We're pretty fucking good. Let's just get there healthy and see what happens. Still haven't
lost a single series since the original opening series. It's crazy. It's crazy. They're on fire.
Yeah, it's great to see. And I was excited for volleyball. Like, you talking about baseball? Let's go.
Talking about baseball, we got hats. Last Stand hats is going to be a thing real soon.
Yeah.
But, I'm in Key West being a degenerate, so I haven't done much business stuff. But as soon as I get back, we're gonna get some hats going, and I think it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. For those that didn't listen on the Discord, we Surly Horns has partnered with Last Stand Hats. If you don't know Last Stand Hats, check them out. LastStandHats.com. They have baller hats. I purchased immediately after the spring game. I purchased the all gas no brakes hat that they have. I had to. It's too damn cool. So had to buy that. But so
all the coaches are wearing them. All the players are wearing them. It's the hat. They're university sanctioned. They're one of the very few apparel people that have an official license for University of Texas gear. And we're going to get co-branded University of Texas Surly Horns gear. It's going to be pretty sick.
Pretty damn sick. Yeah. We're gonna get some Surlyhorn stuff, so be on the lookout for that.
All right, let's talk about basketball a little bit. We called it. You called it
So
mostly. You
I called
called
it. I'd more than called it. I knew it. It was the kid's from Pflugerville, and he's leaving Vanderbilt. Like, he's coming
He's
to
always
Texas.
wanted to go to
He took
Texas.
one look.
Always wanted to be a Texas guy
All your players belong to us.
in basketball for sure. Yeah, I mean that's.
Chris Beard woke up one day. He was sitting in a hotel in Lubbock. He woke up one day and he chose violence. He chose violence against every other team in college basketball. This guy is playing no games. This guy literally fucking woke up, decided to come to Texas, had a baller press conference, and said, "Let me get to work." And out of his ass in what, like 3 weeks, maybe a month, he's created a top
I don't know,
10
dude. I don't know.
roster.
It's top 5. I mean, this is nuts. This is like
stupid.
favored to be number 1 seed next season in the tournament type shit.
It's insanity. I don't know how he keeps getting away with it. Like, he just is like, we just got the best play. He might be the best player in the SEC. We just got the best player probably in the SEC just because Chris fucking Beard. We were looking at
I did love how he went into the portal and was like, "I don't want to talk to anybody. Do not talk to me.
Yeah,
I don't know where I'm going.
Contact me. Do not contact in the transfer portal." So he knew where he's coming. It was like the only delay was like, let me make a stupid Hayes Fawcett edit.
I'm saying Durko may have some fucking flair over his thing after next season because Slorch is looking like he's going to be more right than Durko at this point.
Yes. What did Durka say?
19 wins
like
or something. Yeah, 19 wins and 500 in the Big 12.
Ass.
Slorch had 24 wins. It's fucking crazy. It's whatever. Yeah. I'm in. Sign me the fuck up. Sign me the fuck up.
I'm going over Slorch at this point. Like, with this roster, this looks stupid. If we get this Coastal Carolina kid, which is still in play, like the rosters, yeah, you're talking. Or hell, if we get like Jericho Sims or Greg Brown back.
Oh, dude, if Greg Brown comes back, it's over. Like, that's crazy. That's nuts. But I don't think that. Top 5. I don't think that. I think he wants him to stay. But I don't think that's like a big part of his plan. I don't think he's like, you have to stay for me to be successful. I think they're really going to try and make the decision that's best for him. And right now, he's not a number 1 overall. He probably could be, though. He probably could be.
He could be. And that was my whole pitch. Like, if I'm Chris Beard, and I'm sure he said these exact words to Greg Brown and said, "Look, Greg, this is what you're looking at in the NBA draft right now. You're going to go pick 17 to 24 to 26, something like that. Give me a year. Let me feature you. Let me use you right. Let me use you how Shaka wasn't using you." And yeah, you're talking about minimum lottery. And guess what? Lottery money hits a lot different. Like it's a big gap. I mean, you're talking top 10 at least, top 5. Like, you could be talking. I mean, people before the year, if he didn't go to Texas, and straight up, if he didn't go to Texas and he went to the G League or whatever the hell for a year and then went to the NBA draft, his draft stock would be a lot higher than just because of how Shockey used him.
Or didn't use him, especially in the very important games.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Hey, play 6 minutes against Abilene Christian when we really win. Stupid. But hey, you know what? All's well that ends well, right? And that Abilene Christian, we should be thanking them, I think.
I don't know about any of that. But I'm glad that it all happened the way that I'm glad that it happened the way that it did. I'm never gonna feel good about that loss.
And you know what? I mean, this guy, if you tell me 10 years from now, Chris Beard is Texas's Coach K, I wouldn't say that's crazy. He looks like it's a shot of life into the program. I'm following I've never followed basketball recruiting. Sure, if it's a Mo Bamba or a Greg Brown, I know the name, but like, I'm legitimately like, I'm digging into these.
I'm actually pumped because the transfer portal's lit, dude. Chris Beard knows how to rock this transfer portal. It's nuts how this guy just works these players.
You think anybody's coming there from the transfer portal to go play for Shaka? God, no.
I mean, there's people transferring to go follow Shaka.
Yeah, that's true. Idiots. Hey, guess what? You are more than welcome to go play for Shaka. That just means you have questionable decision making. So it's stupid. And the more Chris Beard has, this is before he even has real pelts on the wall at Texas. He has them, plenty of them at Texas Tech. Now, I mean, he was getting good guys at Texas Tech. Now he has Austin. He has Nike that he can sell. He has Kevin Durant and former NBA players he can sell. Like, he has the world at his disposal. He put together a baller staff. He has all the money in the world. He has a new arena.
Things are looking up. Things are
gonna
looking up pretty nicely.
Better than it looks better than at the peak of Rick Barnes currently, before we've even seen him play a scrimmage. It looks better than peak Rick Barnes.
He's getting
optics.
people fired up.
He
He's getting people fired up. And like players have to respond. I mean, we're seeing the response. Players are excited to come play basketball at Texas, which is crazy. I mean, it's crazy to think that Texas is recruiting like Texas now in basketball, because Shaka was a good recruiter. He's a great recruiter, but he recruited Shaka. He never recruited Texas.
Yep. Which is like the stupidest thing. Texas is the easiest thing in the world to sell. You sell the logo, you sell the burnt orange, you sell the hook 'em. It's so easy to sell. You sell the city. I mean, who doesn't want to live in Austin? I mean, God, at this point, everybody's moving to Austin. Shit.
All right, let's talk a little bit about football recruiting, transfer portal.
Little crew.
All right, I got one thing that I want to talk about, transfer portal.
Hit him.
Malcolm Epps. Bye-bye.
See ya. See ya.
There were some people in the thread that were talking about after the game. Malcolm Epps was shaking hands and hugging people like it was the last time he was ever going to play with them. And I was like, God, I fucking hope so. I mean, he had such a trash spring game. Like, how can you come in and have such a bad game?
He had a trash everything game in every game he's ever played.
That guy.
And for being that big, that frame,
he's
that
fast
talent,
too. He's
that
fast.
God-given talent. But he's a pussy. God, that sounds bad. You can bleep that. I mean, he got bullied by like a 5'8" corner from Louisiana Tech. I think he went in the draft, Eric Robertson or something like that. But the kid was literally 5'8", and he got bullied. It's super disappointing. It looks like he's going to USC, but it's just like, you can't block. You absolutely cannot catch.
I was going to go hang out with Keontae.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah. Keontae and Xavier Alford.
So Keontae, breaking off runs at the USC spring game, and everybody's all hyped on Keontae, and it's like, I mean, I love Keontae Ingram when he's not fumbling the fucking ball. Yeah, wait till he fumbles the fucking ball for you at the one.
Hey, again, all's well that ends well. If he didn't do that, we might not have Sark, and we might have another year of Tom Herman. Probably not, but still, you never know.
All right, so who else? What other gets do we have? We've had some commits. What's the 22 thing?
Oh God, I can't remember.
22 class is looking pretty good.
It's looking solid. Let's talk about the transfers first. So you have Ben Davis, inside linebacker. He was the number 10 overall prospect, not linebacker, 10 overall prospect. He was a 5-star, but he went to Alabama. Alabama, it's always 5 stars ahead of you. And he had a bunch of injury problems, but you got to think Sark has some firsthand knowledge about this guy. He knows his work ethic. He knows his character. He knows if he can produce. Otherwise, he wouldn't be wasting a scholarship. So Ben Davis, welcome. Todd Orlando fucked up our linebacker room so bad that we will take any living body possible.
It's not a linebacker, though. He's going to play edge. So he'll play, he'll play kind of that Joker.
Jack.
Yeah, Joker or Jack, whatever you want to call it.
And then we have, it hasn't been announced yet, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2.
So you heard it on the Sunday Orange podcast.
Yeah, we got Disu. I'm going to do it again. We're going to get a guy whose name I can't pronounce from USC. I'm going to call him Gatorade because that's what his name kind of looks like. But he's an inside linebacker or a linebacker from USC, and actually he looks special. He is a guy that USC is sad to lose. and it looks like it's all Texas. It was between Texas and Ohio State, but it looks like they're getting Henry to man. All these Polynesian names are killing me, guys. You just give me something easy to work with. But either way, we look really great for Gatorade, and I'm predicting him to be in the next addition to the Texas class from the transfer portal. Other than that, we got 2 big recruits, actual recruits. The first one, shockingly, from 2021. Didn't expect us to pick somebody else back up from there, but Xavier Worthy, the former Michigan signee, who was let out of his national letter of intent, commits during the spring game. So, dude has speed for.
How do you fuck that up as Michigan? You're not going to let this kid. You're not going to let this kid play school.
Nope, that's exactly what that was the problem. He wanted to play school too much. He wanted to enroll early, and the Michigan administration fucked him out of it. They said that he didn't qualify because he took this class instead of this class or something like that. Stupid. He's a football player. Let him. He wants to join your program early. Let him. So guess what? Welcome to the 40. Worthy, you are probably going to get meaningful minutes this year because we need them. If you saw anything from our wide receivers in the spring game. And then we get a big defensive lineman out of Arizona, Swanson. His dad played at Stanford. He's a white guy, so he's automatically going to get comparisons to J.J. Watt, Chris Long, Bob Lilly. Give me some other white defensive linemen. Brian Robinson, Jared Allen. Basically, he's a white guy that plays defensive end. So be expecting those comparisons basically on a constant basis. But the kid looks like a stud. Didn't have the grades to get into Stanford, so he chose Texas.
Also a great place to play school. Also a great place to play school.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect spot to play school.
All right, we got Quinn Ewers talk not going away.
It's heating up, baby.
I think he wants to come, and I think he regrets.
He does.
I think he regrets his decision.
I think even more than that, I think his parents regret their decision or his decision. My guess is so last podcast I said I expect Arch Manning to be wearing burnt orange at some point. And now I think it's a race between Arch Manning and Quinn Ewers to see who gets to wear burnt orange first.
Ooh.
And that is a good problem to have. That is a good problem to have. I will take either. I don't care. I think Murphy sticks no matter what, unless maybe he finds another.
No, Malik's in. Have you seen any of the stuff he's been putting in? I mean, he said every time I come to Texas, it's like it's more solid.
He's home.
Yeah, it's home he is in love with the program right now. I don't even think he transfers out honestly, if he doesn't start. That's how much I think that gets in.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think he's in, and especially he knows he's kind of a developmental guy. But hey, I'll take Manning or Ewers. It doesn't matter. Just give me one of them, and I'm a happy man. Honestly, gun to my head, I'm starting to think it's going to be Ewers coming back. It just feels like there's too much sense with it.
But Ewers has the opportunity to be everything that Sam Ellinger was, like from a bleeding, from a bleeding orange, from a like childhood. Like he has the whole narrative, he has the whole story. He doesn't have the tragedy, right? But he has the whole story, and he has the tools to be like the next Colt McCoy, Sam,
the prodigal son, man.
I mean,
yeah. It's the prodigal son, man. Like I think
if you're listening, if you go to Ohio State, you're fucking dead to me. Fucking dead to me.
Also, that your mullet's going to start looking a little fucked up if you go to Ohio State, but it'll play great. Yeah. If you're on South Congress, it's going to play great. If you're in Columbus, it's going to look like ass. But I think like I said, gun to my head, it just feels like there's too many positives for Texas versus Ohio State. Like Ryan Day, like even Sark turning a 3-star Mac Jones. Like, here's my pitch if I'm Sark. Hey, look, dude, I turned 3-star Mac Jones into the number 3 overall pick.
Yeah,
Probably
and he's
that's
going
what
the
I'm
first
predicting.
round for sure. He's 100% going first round. He's 100%
And
going
Ryan
first
Day,
round. Yeah.
oh yeah, for sure, top 10. Ryan Day took a 5-star from Georgia who already had a year of experience, and he's going to get drafted behind the 3-star that I trained, that I worked with, that I put all my time and effort in. It's like, this is my system. This is what he did with me, a 3-star, versus this is what Ryan Day did with a 5-star, like, generational prospect. Hey, look, what could I do with a generational prospect?
I am starting to think, more and more, I am starting to think that Sam made a mistake, especially, I mean, you see how much Sarkisian keeps him around. He was on the sidelines at the spring game, and he was there, and, he's done his pro day thing. They've been facilitating his change in throwing motion, and it's like, dude, Sam, he probably could have been a top 2 round pick if you stay another year. But it's also just time for him to move on,
Yeah, I think that's it more than anything. I think it might have been a little bit of Texas being like, "Thanks for your time, Sam." Especially seeing Casey in the spring game, it's almost like, man, Sam was playing through broken ribs. Like, why didn't we just give Casey some run and see what he had? And it's almost like we're bowing down to the altar of Sam Ellinger too much.
I do agree that Casey Thompson should have probably played a lot more snaps whenever Sam was hurt. And I think Texas loses at least one less game if Sam Ellinger
Yeah,
takes a game off, gets healthy, and you just put Casey Thompson, good quarterback. I mean, good quarterback last year.
yeah, he's a
Good
quarterback.
quarterback last year.
Yep. Yeah. So I think it was time for a fresh start. And, we'll always, any Texas fan will always wish Sam Ellinger the best. But I think it was time for everybody to, get to that next chapter, reflect on those fond memories and see what happens next. And we'll see. I mean, I think is right now, if Hudson Card is the guy, which he looks like the guy, then, you have a pretty clear succession plan at that point where, Quinn Ewers, come here, take a redshirt year, and you and a redshirt junior Hudson Card can battle it out. So at worst, I think Quinn Ewers could be starting, his redshirt sophomore year, or it's a real fucking battle. And God, Quinn Ewers is so damn good that he might start as a true freshman. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but to me, Ewers isn't done. This is not a dead story. I think things are picking up really, really, really hot behind the scenes, and it wouldn't shock me at all if we saw something even before the season starts.
Breaking news: Bear Schlong is not going to meet me out at the bars tonight. He is in Marathon.
Shocker.
Yeah. Yeah. He's in Marathon dealing, quote unquote, with my own group of drunks. I drank 13 Diet Cokes. I guess he's either DD or doesn't drink. That's okay too. But
sounds awful.
I'm trying to meet people from the internet.
Yeah, we're just trying to meet strangers.
I'm just trying to walk up to people and be like, I'm from the internet.
That's all Surly does. We're just connecting people. We're just connecting people from, we just want strangers to meet and just be weird with other strangers. I mean, we can go back to the Sugar Baby thread if you want, but that's all Surly's trying to do. We're just trying to take strangers and make them weird.
Yesterday at the Smokin' Tuna, those swingers that like sat next to me at the bar. I mean, it started off normal, just completely normal conversation.
They wanted you to be in a devil's three-way, it sounded like.
Yeah, about halfway through. They like lean in. They're like, hey, we're swingers. You want to fuck my wife in front of me? And I'm like, well,
oh my God.
I mean, I would love to fuck your wife. I mean, she's a really good looking lady. She's talking about her. She just got her tits redone.
But your wife wouldn't love you to fuck her
exactly.
Wife,
and I was like, that's not part of the agreement, and I'm not a swinger. So I'm going to have to pass. I can watch you fuck your wife. I'm allowed to watch.
Oh, God.
All right. We're getting near the end, and there is the question from the mailbag thread about what are seems relevant.
Yeah, we're talking key lime pie.
What is your favorite dessert? If we're both going to say key lime pie, then this is a lame question. We have to
end the podcast, right? Yeah. All right, so we'll do favorite dessert non key lime pie.
Ooh, like that.
Yeah. So, man. Now that I threw out key lime pie, now my brain's scrambled.
I'll get there.
Ice cream cake. Ice cream
Ice
cake.
cream cake.
An Oreo ice cream cake.
From
Oh,
like
I'm
Annie's or
not a big
something?
cake guy.
Or
Anywhere,
yeah.
it doesn't matter. So I'm not a big cake guy. I don't like actual icing. It's too sweet for me. I just don't like the flavor. It just tastes like diabetes to me. So I want
Just tastes like
it
diabetes.
just tastes like just straight insulin. For me, I like even like the center of the cake. I'm good with that, but just the outside. But ice cream cake, buddy, or just straight Bluebell. Timeout. Changing my mind. Changing my answer mid sentence. It is a Pizookie or something like it. So a Pizookie from BJ's,
What
which
the
is
fuck is a Pizookie? What the
warm.
fuck is a Pizookie?
You've never heard of a Pizookie? Okay, you know BJ's Brewhouse, right?
I do know this brew house chain.
Yes. So it's a chain restaurant. So it is a skillet with it's a hot cookie, chocolate chip cookie with a scoop of ice cream on top of it. The hot cold dynamic, the best thing you'll ever eat in your entire life. So any kind of hot cookies with cold ice cream, that's my favorite dessert. Maybe actually I like that better than key lime pie. Best thing
I
in the
still
world.
don't like the dessert that I'm going to say better than key lime pie, but I'm Mexican, even though I don't look Mexican. Nobody here. I've been telling people that I'm Mexican, and then
You're gonna say my third favorite dessert,
yeah,
I bet.
it has a 3 in it, right? Tres leches cake,
Oh
incredible,
yeah, so
incredible, right? So
3 milk, baby.
So condensed milk, regular milk. I don't powdered milk. I don't know what the fuck. Why is it called tres leches? I still don't know why it's called tres leches.
I gotta Google.
Never understood that. All I know is not like stale tres leches, like 2-3 day old tres leches that's like kind of dried out a little bit, not nearly as good. Also, like super soggy tres leches, not a huge fan. But like
Evaporated milk, sweetened condensed milk, and whole milk or heavy cream.
that's what I said, right?
Hence the
That's what I
name.
said. I got all 3.
You said powdered. There's no way you said
Evaporated
powdered.
milk
Powdered
is
does
powdered
not
milk. Same thing.
Is it? I don't think it
Evaporate.
is. I
What
don't
the
think that's
fuck
right.
do you? What do you think evaporated milk is?
I have no idea. Who's having that?
Oh
Except
no, it's not.
people
That's not a powder. You're right.
Yeah.
What's the difference
No, it's
between
like
condensed and evaporated milk? It's the number 1 hit on Google. What is the difference between these things? Oh, one is sweetened and one is unsweetened.
There you go. Tres leches is fantastic. Other Mexican desserts that I love, I'm a big sopapillas guy.
Oh.
Always going to be a big sopapillas guy.
Dude, did you ever go to Ponchos growing up?
Don't
raise the
believe
flag.
so.
Oh, dude.
Oh no. So yeah. So we had in Houston, we had Casa Olay, which is the same deal. You raise a flag, you get your sopapillas out. You know, you get the honey and the butter and all that. Jose Lima singing in the background. And then I love churros too. Churros, you know where they hit the best? Disney World. Holy shit. Disney World churros are incredible. If you haven't had them, have them.
All right. Well, any final words before I go back to the fucking bars? Because I gotta get the fuck out of here.
I hope you eat 8 pieces of
I thought you were
key
going to say
lime
a
pie,
dick.
and I hope. Oh, you could also eat one of those if you so choose. Hey, you know what? There's enough stuff in the Sugar Baby thread that we can. That's a whole nother podcast topic on. I don't even know how to say his username or restaurants and his personal preferences. But
sometimes you're just the alpha male.
Yeah, just you have to alpha it when you're on a steroid cycle. So. But no, I want you to eat 8 slices of key lime pie and tell me what you think is the best one. Go to Kermit's. That was my favorite. And also take a bunch of car bombs continually.
All right. Well,
and I'll be a sad father at home and raising my children and going to work and while you're just being.
Dude, I got to start on Monday. I got a big boy job. It's going to be fun, but it's not going to be this kind of fun.
Tier 4 fun.
I don't know about that. It'll be pretty good. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for listening. Hook 'em.
Hook 'em.